You know, when someone comes up to you and says, the God in the Old Testament is this angry, vengeful God, but the God in the New Testament is his loving and merciful God, your response to those critics is simple. Continue reading the passage. That is the Old Testament passage. Did you catch the first reading today? Thus says the Lord, when Israel was a child, I loved him. Out of Egypt, I called my son. Referring to the Exodus event. Remember, this whole book of Hosea starts with God lamenting that his bride, Israel, has fallen away to other lovers. The more I called them, the farther they went from me. And yet here's God continuing to reflect to the prophet Hosea, yet I taught Ephraim. Now what's Ephraim? What's that mean? Well, Ephraim is just another name for Israel. Ephraim was the largest tribe in the northern kingdom. So sometimes he'll interchange Israel and Ephraim. Okay. I taught Ephraim to walk. I took him into my arms. I fostered them like one who raises an infant to his cheeks. Look how just intimate this message is. And yet I stooped to feed my child, and they did not know that I was their healer. I think most of you have had children in your life, and they're probably the reason why you're either bald or your hair is gray. They drove you nuts. And yet, you still can't stop loving them, right? And now if we can do that, who are flawed individuals, you know, how much more can God do that for us? No matter how many times we drive him nuts, he just can't leave us. Just so much in love with us, can't leave us. And so we go to the end passage. My heart is overwhelmed, my pity is stirred. This isn't an angry, vengeful God. This is a God who has had his heart broken. Just think in life. Let's say we have two people who come up to us and have hurt us. Person A comes up to us, and we have no relation to that person. They're just some random person, for whatever reason, comes up to us and says that they don't like us. And maybe we'll be a little bit angry. Maybe we won't even care. But if one that we love comes up and says the very same thing, what happens? Our heart is broken, and there will be a lot of anger stirred up within us, right? Often, anger and heartbreak often go together. They're side by side. We're angry at someone because they hurt us. They broke our hearts. And that's what God does in the Old Testament. That's constantly, in the anger, he's saying, you're hurting yourselves. That's why I'm upset. The path that you're going down is going to be a path of destruction, and I don't want that. I love you. I don't want that to happen to you. And so it ends. My heart is overwhelmed. My pity is stirred. I will not give vent to my blazing anger. I will not destroy Ephraim, for I am God, not man. Again, man's reaction to anger is to what? Is to hurt. Someone has hurt us. In our anger, we want to hurt them back. God's like, I don't act like you. I'm different. I am God, not man, the Holy One present among you. I will not let the flames consume you. And if you read all the prophets and all those passages that those people will say, oh, there's that angry Old Testament God, just tell them to continue reading. Every act of God that seems to be very angry is always followed by, I love you, I will save you, I will redeem you. May God bless you.